How's it going, everyone? How's it going? How's it going? Hope everyone had a good holiday, Christmas, whatever you guys celebrate. A couple days ago, 28th now. Let everyone come on in. As you come into the live stream, say what's up. That way we know you guys are here. 7-8 people on right now. Just let us know how everything is going in the comments. Say what's up. Just got done working out. My fat butt. Drink a little bit of protein. Hoy Nugan, how's it going? You were in here a couple minutes ago. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hope everyone had a good holiday. So I did a poll asking everyone when the best time for a live stream would be, and everyone seemed to say Wednesday at around 7 o'clock Central, which seems to work out for some people. Jeff, what's up, man? Pretty darn good day. So Jeff, like on the East Coast, 8 o'clock, close to Jeff's bedtime. He gets to say what's up for a little bit. And then people on the West Coast starting to get off work around 5 that could tune in too. So how's it going, everyone? How's it going? No real crazy things popping up on the screen. So if you guys just want to listen in the background, you are more than welcome to just listen in the background. You don't have to look at my fat freckle face this whole time. So nothing will be popping up. Floyd, what's up? Toyota Jeff says, John, it's been a pretty darn good day. Hope you're well. I'm well, dude. Worked out twice today, Jeff. Not sure if you got that on your watch notifications, but worked out twice, man. Working off all that Christmas food. Joseph, what's up? Floyd, Arkansas here. How's it going, everyone? So this is going to be the last live stream of 2022. Just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about the future of the channel for 2023, what some goals that I have are for the channel, some things that maybe you guys want to see, since you guys are the loyal ones or the ones that are taking time out of your night, I should say, to say what's up and hang out. So any input you guys have in the comments, I'll look forward to trying to accomplish in 2023 for you all. But yeah, just want to kind of talk about that a little bit. Some cars coming in and out of here, mods going on cars too, and setting up, not like a studio, but just setting up an office space for myself. And if you guys like the garage scene, that's cool. I mean, I can stay with it, but I really want a cool, dedicated live stream office voiceover recording area because I have a lot of big things in my mind for 2023. So excuse me. We'll start off with some questions, though, as we always like to do questions, and then I'll open up questions back to you guys. Venture Tread says, would you buy a 3rd gen Tundra or wait for the 4th gen Tacoma? So a little unfair because I already have a 3rd gen Tundra, but I do like your question a lot, man. So if I was in the position to where I didn't have the YouTube channel, and it was just picking a car for truck use or whatever, after having pretty much driven all of the Toyotas, like in last generation and this current generation, except for the new Tacoma, obviously, I would probably still pick a Tundra, if that makes sense, just because I really enjoy a full-size vehicle. So prior to getting my 5th gen 4Runner, I actually had a 2014 Chevy Silverado. I always grew up with bigger vehicles. My parents had a Duramax. We had a Suburban, Ford F-150s. Like, we always had pretty much big vehicles in the family. So I think if I was to have to pick one, it would be a full-size truck just because I enjoy a full-size truck. But I am looking forward to whatever the 4th gen Tacoma has to offer. Hopefully the cab of it is somewhat big like the 1st gen Tundra was, but the truck is still a little bit more narrow. That is the perfect size truck. I say this all the time. The 1st gen Tundra was the perfect size truck. It was a perfect blend of full size and mid-size truck all in one. So if Toyota executes that with the 4th gen Tacoma, it's going to be a freaking home run. But to answer your question, I would personally pick a full size just because that's what I care for. Jeff says, yep, told me you closed all 3 rings. I did. Heck yeah. Closed all 3 rings. Right on, dude. Right on. Yeah. me and Bree, we're starting to do our 2 workouts a day again, just because we've gained too much weight. So if you guys see me sipping protein, it's because I just got done working out. BCoops3 says, on my way right now to San Diego to look at a 2023 Tundra. Thanks to you. Heck yeah, let them know I sent you. I'll give you my information. Get $100 back credit or whatever. We'll share some drinks later. But hopefully it's a good price. Let me know in the chat again what truck it is, 2023 Tundra, but let us know the specs, the model, price, what dealership. Let us know, dude. Safe travels. And thank you for listening while you're driving. That's awesome. DR says, did you see the new motors for the next gen Tundra and Tacoma and 4Runner Venture? Not sure what you're talking about. Been a huge rumor mill about the 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder turbos for those, but I haven't seen any new updated information or anything like legit, at least. What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Appreciate you guys coming in for the last live stream of 2022. So we're filling in some questions right now as people start to trickle in. You guys can say what's up in the comment section. Basically, I just answer some questions too. Then I'm going to kick it back to you guys maybe within like 30 minutes or so, talking about some things for 2023 that I want to do for the channel. And then also see what you guys really want to see for the channel. But a question from Jay right now says, what would you say to an old school V8 people that don't like the new Tundra? Very, very good question, because there is a ton of diehard just V8 enthusiasts that don't care for the new Tundra just because it does not have a V8. But if your thought is you just like the V8 for its reliability and the sounds, then and the power, then the only thing that I say is reliability is up in the air because it's a brand new motor. But sounds, you're not going to get it, but they have pumped in noise that sounds just like a V8, which is artificial and it sucks. But I would say just drive it. Just drive it. This truck, no offense to the diehard V8 lovers of the old Tundra, this truck drives so good. It drives so freaking good. So much better than the old one. I had a press vehicle for about a week or so. I do plan to make it all fair. I do plan to buy a 2nd gen Tundra, 2.5 gen at some point and build it up. And hopefully I have both side by side. And it'd be really cool if I was able to do that next year while this truck is still fresh, just to really get a good comparison of just that V8 and this new V6. But this powertrain and this truck just, it smokes the old V8 in a lot of ways. It's not as great as people hope it would be with MPGs and stuff, but it drives so good. 10-speed transmission, incredible. It is very, very good. But if you love the V8s, stay with the V8s, man. Nothing wrong with it. It proved itself. It is tried and true. You cannot go wrong with the V8s. But the V6, I would say just drive it. Just drive it once. Just drive it once. Venture Tread, no problem, dude. Anthony, what's up, man? How's it going? Toyota Jeff with a comment saying Tacoma versus 4Runner. Which one do you think fans will be happier with the next-gen twins when the next-gen twins get released? So my fans personally, 4Runner all day. But I think that this new Tacoma will hopefully be a pretty good game changer for Toyota in the sense of something super fresh, because that mid-sized truck market is huge right now, especially as gas prices go back up. But I think that the mid-size truck market is just super hot right now. And even whenever Toyota comes out with the crossover truck too, people will be super pumped on that. The 4Runner, I really hope that the 4Runner doesn't get overshined with whatever this new Land Cruiser is that's coming back to the United States, and also the Sequoia. So hopefully Toyota didn't milk this cow too long of the 5th gen 4Runner to where fans are kind of over it, because now there's potentially 2 other options in the Sequoia and whatever this new Land Cruiser is. But the Tacoma, it's the only one that Toyota offers for that type of truck. 4Runner will be one of potentially 3 offerings. So not sure. That's a very good question though, Jeff. And we shall see. Complaints to date about the Tundra. So after this live stream, I have a video coming out. I recorded it twice. I recorded the video twice because not that I don't want to show you guys my true emotions. with the Toyota. And unfortunately, like with these events and stuff that I go on, Toyota lets me say whatever the heck I want. They really do. But I just didn't want to really, really sound like an ass with what I was complaining about with it. So when I was editing it and stuff, I was just like, "Ooh, this is kind of brutal." So I re-recorded it, and that video will be going live after this. It's really my only complaint about the Tundra that I have, and it's really the only thing that just truly pisses me off right now. And I hope it gets fixed. But the wind noise, it's whatever at this point. I lifted the truck. I really don't remember that much wind noise when it was stock, but I did lift the truck. Some minor things here and there of it being a first gen truck. It is an SR5, so in all fairness, I really want to have like a platinum or a capstone 1794, whatever, for like a week to review to really see, because one of the complaints I do have about this truck is a lot of pieces are pretty cheap on it. I mean, I was just vacuuming it from our road trip, and I don't know if it's a COVID thing or supply issues or the fact that it's just an SR5, but like the seat, like in the back of the seat, like your seat rails, they don't even have like a plastic cover. And it's just those little things. It's just like literally a rail. That's it. The plastic on the actual front of the seat, it doesn't go all the way. It's just like two plastic pieces and then just the cushion of the seat. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things in this truck that I wish there was just more material for like a more finer experience when you're spending $58,000, I guess. But again, it's an SR5. I would like to see what the platinums really come with. Capstone 1794s, even a limited, like just one trim level above this. But that's probably my main complaint. It's just, it's cheap. And then I'll have a video, like I said, coming after this live stream that we're on right now, just about one thing that just really pisses me off. Charles says, not going to ask how much you make, but in a general sense, how much would you say how much someone needs to make per year to afford a decent vehicle, like cars around the 40K area? That's a perfect question for Jeff, who sold cars. But I don't know. It really all depends. And there's so many factors to it too. Like, what's your credit score? Someone can make the same exact money as someone else, but their credit score be absolutely crap. So then they have a higher interest rate at a car in the 40K area, which means your monthly payment is going to be a bit more. So I don't know. It's really hard. $40,000 for a 7-year loan. I don't know. It's probably what, like $500 a month, $600 a month, something like that. People say to make 10x, I guess, your monthly payment. So maybe $60,000, $70,000 to super affordably afford that vehicle. I mean, when I was, let's just say this, when I was a little airman, a A1C, which is like one of the lowest grades that you could be for the Air Force, I bought a $38,000, around that price range, 38 to like, it's probably like $36,000, $38,000 Chevy Silverado. And I maybe made $45,000 a month at the time as an airman, maybe even less than that, probably less than that, probably like $37,000, $38,000. But I didn't have any crazy expenses. So I was able to afford that $550 a month payment. So it depends on the car, depends on the insurance, depends on your interest rate. But I would say to super comfortably afford a decent 40K vehicle, 50, 60 grand, without getting into too many finance crazy details, right? And then a follow-up would say that from Charles, that cars are just so expensive these days. I'd like to buy a truck one day, but can't seem to get over the 50, 80K price tag. 100%. Hopefully with this whole Carvana implode that they're about to do, tons of new used cars will, cars will come onto the market. Hopefully it'll bring the crazy high market back down. And yeah, I mean, just keep grinding, dude. Do whatever you have to do. I mean, 5 years ago, I never thought that I would have these vehicles, right? And that's not the mindset to have. You want those vehicles, work hard for it, and you'll do it. Kino says, what MPGs you getting on the Tundra? So the whole drive back from Texas we just did, it was about 1,800 miles round trip. got 15.2-ish with it, and I didn't give a crap. I just drove 75, 80 miles an hour, sometimes 65 in certain areas of like Louisiana and stuff, and lower Alabama, but about 15.1, 15.2 on the highway. And ironically, weirdly, I don't know what it is, but just around the area, excuse me, that I live, around 16. And I'm seeing stuff on the Facebook chats of people with stock trucks getting 12. So I don't know what the heck it's going on, but my truck's not calibrated or anything like that for it being lifted with bigger tires. But around the city, I'm getting like 16-ish. And then on the highway, because of all the air that goes under my lifted truck, around 15.1, 15.2. Not horrible, but it's not the 21, 22 that I was getting with the Tundra. Joel, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for watching and your support. For all you guys just joining in, I'm going to be doing some Q&A with you guys for the next 20 minutes or so, seeing what you guys have as questions. And then I'm going to turn it over, asking you guys questions on what you guys want to see for the channel in 2023, and also kind of letting you guys know my plans for the channel for 2023. Not to see if you guys agree with it, but just to see if you guys are kind of hyped or if I should kind of pivot it a different way. Nate says, would you ever consider a GX 460? Having the luxury of Lexus and the capability of a 4Runner sounds nice. And the V8 too. I think that if I wasn't so attached to my 4Runner, it probably would have already been sold and I would have done a GX 460. I love the inside of the GX 460. So plush. The roof is super high. You have a V8. Not as many aftermarket parts currently for it. I know as that truck starts to become more of a used vehicle instead of a new vehicle, I feel like a lot of aftermarket companies will make some parts for it. But 100%, I would love to have a GX 460 one day on the channel, or even a 470, even older, and do that platform. But it is basically like the 4Runner. So I don't foresee me having both at the same time. Unless the wife just wanted like a stock vehicle just to drive. But I really like the 460, and they're pretty damn near close to the same price as like a loaded 4Runner. They're pretty close to the same price. Do you expect the turbo V6 to last as long as a 5.7 V8? All depends on how you maintenance your vehicle, how you drive your vehicle, and if you got a good one. I don't know. Turbos though are known to fail over time. Obviously, it may not be a 1,000,000-mile motor without some replacements, but I do know that if Toyota has a reputation on reliability, why would they deliberately make a vehicle that's not reliable? That's my only like comment back to people with that. But it is untested, right? Knock on wood, I have close to 15,000 miles now on my Tundra. Zero issues powertrain wise. Zero issues powertrain wise. Ben Hardy's new video claims a reliable Toyota insider says the next gen Tacoma and 4Runner will have hybrid powertrains. Yeah. And a 4 to 5K increase in price over current. That sounds about right. I've made plenty of videos, not plenty, I should say like 3 or 4, talking about this. I know Kirk talks about it sometimes. Automotive Press, they talk about it sometimes. So I mean, I've said plenty of times that there'll probably be multiple engine options, a 2.4 liter turbo, 4-cylinder, unfortunately for the Tacoma probably, and also the hybrid max powertrain that the Crown has, that the new Grand Highlander is going to have. So it's some sort of variation of that powertrain is going to be in a lot of Toyota products going forward. It's just, will there be engine options, anything like that? Sorry, this protein has my mouth all thick. It just depends on that. And $4,000 to $5,000, that sounds about right. That's about what the Tundra was. The Sequoia was a little bit more than that. And I definitely agree with that. That's a very good insider assumption to go in line with basically everything else. Do your tires rub on the Tundra? What tire brand do you recommend for all terrain? So mine really don't. I did trim back a little bit of this fender, but it really wasn't needed. And a reason too I did that is because when I was pulling out a Yoda Mafia with it basically stock on 35s, I ripped the freaking mud flap off. We should have just taken the mud flaps off right away when we put the tires on, but I was just so excited I didn't even think about taking the mud flaps off. So I basically ripped the mud flap off. In turn, it ripped the felt liner. So I did cut that one off, and I did take the impact portion off of the front on the driver's side, but I didn't do anything over on the passenger side. and it barely barely rubs, if that. And these are 0 offset wheels from Relations race wheels. But even though Nitto hooks my channel up, I still would stand by Nitto products just because they're so good. And if I didn't want to use a tire, or they said, hey, John, we're going to give you tires at a discount, and they suck, I would not use them. Because why would I put tires that suck onto my vehicles and have to go through with that? No. The Recon grapplers that I have on the 4Runner, they are Nitto's new all-terrains. I went with a 4-ply. I believe that's a C-rated sidewall on the 4Runner, and I believe it's a 4-ply. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And they're great, dude. They're super quiet, so nice. And then these Ridge grapplers are a hybrid tire between all-terrain and a mud terrain. They're awesome. Jimmy, what's up, man? How's it going? I noticed that the SR Tundra for 2023 has a power bump to 358 horsepower. Oh, it already had more than that. Oh, SR. My bad. Okay, that's cool. I need to check that out. Maybe they just tuned it up because everyone was just, why is it 2 different things? Gotcha. When you said SR, I thought you meant the SX package. Gotcha. I'll have to look at that. Sam says the new GMC AT4X Canyon has caught my interest. What is your take on it? I still have this video to actually do, but I walked around it at Destination Outdoor at Overland Expo East. Badass truck. It is a sick little truck. It is so cool, and a ton of factory parts that are added onto it from GMC, like a winch on that one, a front bumper. It just looks very, very aggressive for such a tiny truck. I really like the AT4X. So hopefully Toyota sees this, right? The new Ranger Raptor that's coming out, the AT4X, the Canyon, not the Canyon, the Colorado ZR2. It's crazy, crazy trucks. Hopefully Toyota answers with the Tacoma and has some sort of very cool version of it. TR says, what do you think about the Silverados in comparison to the new Tundra in general? So the last time I was really into Silverado was 2017, but it was a 2014 Silverado, and it was mine. It was pretty good. I mean, I really like that, but Chevy's had, 3-ish generations since then, 2 generations since then. So I would really like to get into a new Silverado or a new GMC just to see what it's about. And that's the thing for 2023 is really exploring other brands and just their vehicles that they have to offer, and probably just putting it on this channel as like a Toyota owner's opinion of that compared to like my current vehicles that I have. But I really want to see the new Silverado. I know Tim from Pickup Truck and SUV Talk, he just got a new Silverado. So I need to catch up on some of his videos on it compared to the Tundra. I'm sure he's going to do quite a few videos on comparing them. Vin says, hey, John, I just wanted to let you know that I got my 2023 4Runner TRD Pro magnetic gray metallic Monday night on December 19th. I'm so excited about it. Absolutely love it. Congrats, man. That is such a beautiful color. Magnetic gray looks so good. You guys all talking in the chat. Have any meetups planned for some off-roading in Florida in 2023? So hopefully we do. Our Panhandle group that we have here, we used to off-road quite a bit, actually. Maybe like once a month or once every other month, we would do like such a big ride, like a group meetup ride. Probably have like 20, 30 trucks, something like that. And we just, for some reason, haven't done it in a while. I don't know if people just gotten busy or people left for the military or something. I don't know. But the next build that I'm doing, guys, it's going to have heavy overland off-road focus. And it's gonna force me to go off-road more because I don't do that as much as I want. The only times I really did it last year was just at Toyota events. And it's awesome. I love off-roading. I love doing it. But the thing that I don't love doing while off-roading, I should say, like I love filming and installing stuff for you guys, but for some reason I don't enjoy recording off-road. I don't. It never comes out as good as like the experience of you actually doing it. Like windows rolled down, hearing the tires crunching the earth underneath of you, an actual steep incline never shows up on camera that well at all. And it's never as fun to record off-road as it is to actually experience it. But to answer your question, I think it'd be super sick to do some meetups with some people, whether it is freaking hair, whether it be in my local area or going south more for whatever meetups we have. Big thing in 2023 is to go to like more events and more meetups. Nate says, do you know if Toyota has any power to step in and stop dealers from marking up cars? I know all dealers are privately owned, but they don't have any control. So at the end of the day, Toyota has control because it's their car and their brand. I mean, look at Ford, right? They said it, but dealerships are still doing it. So I mean, to me, the only way to eliminate that is to eliminate the dealers like Tesla. And how Ford said that they're going to do that. That would be the only way to really eliminate it. Just make service depots, right? And just eliminate it. Allow people to just order cars online and they just get delivered. That would be the only real way for them to stop that process. But I think with the market coming back around, with interest rates going up, just like with houses, the used car market, when Carvana and a lot of other of these like car vending machine companies not go under, but have to liquidate a lot of cars because they're sitting on a crap ton of cars. I think dealerships will not be charging over MSRP. There still will be those crappy dealerships that want to charge over MSRP because they probably can, right? And people pay it, but there are plenty of dealerships that don't charge over MSRP. It's just unfortunately that you have to go and find them. But it is a thing, though, of supply and demand. Do I think that it's right that dealerships charge $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 over for a truck? I mean, I met a guy that said he paid $90,000 for a TRD Pro Tundra. Dude, these cars aren't worth $90,000 for a new Tundra at all. It is not worth that. But he paid it, right? And the dealership asked for it because the dude really wanted the truck. Supply and demand. There's not like there's 100 of them out there. There was only like maybe that one or two or whatever. So, yeah, we'll see. Vin also then says about this Ben Hardy video that the 4Runner would be hybrid only. Any thoughts? I don't have thoughts yet. I'm not one to really talk about rumors and stuff of crazy things if I don't know a lot of the information. But the 4Runner may have engine options, or it may just be a straight up hybrid, whatever the new Land Cruiser comes over as. If it's a stripped down version, it may be the turbo 4-cylinder, and maybe the 4Runner will just be hybrid, or the 4Runner may have options and the Land Cruiser may come back as like a Prado and more jazzed up like a GX, which I really don't see the point in that. And that's honestly going to frustrate me if that's the case. But I don't know. Time will tell. Hopefully we get some hints next year, man, of the new 4Runner. We'll see. Lord says, hey, John, still plugging away, seeing setbacks. I'm trying, but sudden expenses keep holding me back. My 05 Tundra is still chugging along, but still working towards something newer. And the Tundra's probably paid off, right? So unfortunately, there are setbacks in life. I mean, every single time it seems like the world starts to have a glimmer of hope and sunshine or whatever, some other BS thing happens. But what makes you better is just keep freaking pressing and going hard and just staying in your lane, seeing your vision of what you have for yourself, your family, whoever it is, and just keep trucking at it, man. Just keep going. 05 Tundra ain't a bad truck to have, though, right? You're still in the Toyota family. Roderick said, I don't like recording off-road either, but we do it once a month most of the time. May go this weekend after the snow falls in the mountains near Vegas. Sick. Yeah, Vegas has been cold lately, it looks like. My brother, he lives in Vegas, and just looking at the weather and stuff out there, it's been pretty cold in that valley. Ed says, missed the intro. Is the 2023 Tundra TRD Pro the next move for you? Yeah, so the intro to this, and with the new people popping in and stuff, we probably got about 10-ish more minutes of taking your guys' questions. And then I'm going to just briefly talk about maybe 20 minutes taking questions because I like taking questions. And then just talk about 2023 news and what I have plans for the channel, asking what you guys want to see for the channel. And don't be shy to type it when I ask. But still, yeah, 2023 Tundra TRD Pro or a used one, 2022, whatever I can get my hands on at a good price is definitely the plan for the channel. I'm not like aggressively going after a Tundra TRD Pro right now because I do have a Tundra. But I definitely want to try a hybrid next year after having this one for a whole year. David says, John, any thoughts on whether or not Toyota tweaked the throttle response for the 2023 4Runner like they did for your Tundra? Wondering if a pedal commander type device would be warranted. Thanks. So I don't know if they did that with the 2023 4Runner. I wouldn't think so because the powertrain is the exact same, unless maybe they had some software flash or something that maybe made it a tad bit more peppier. Because I know I think it was like 2021 and 22 second gen Tundras, they kind of messed with them a little bit with the throttle response to make them just a little bit more like less laggy with the throttle response. So that'd be interesting. Maybe I will be able to get a 2023 Tundra or 4Runner press vehicle just to kind of see compared to mine. Yeah, $90K for that TRD Pro is ridiculous, Jimmy. And it was a black one too. It's not even like it was solar octane or anything crazy. It was a black truck. But hey, dude, I guess he liked it. That's all good. Kroicki, what's up, man? Says, John, good to see you. Hope you had a good Christmas. Wish you and your family and your channel a very happy new year. You too. And same to you and your family. Guys, if you want more Toyota reviews, more and more channels are coming. And it's awesome. I don't care about competition. If you watch my videos, Kroicki's videos may be recommended to you, just like Jeff's as well. So I don't care about competition at all. And I shout out everyone. So if you guys want more Toyota review videos, go check out Kroicki's channel. Pretty good walkarounds and stuff there. Sam says, I'm with you, John. Toyota has to up their game with the next gen Tacoma to be competitive with the new mid-size lineup. I would like to see a new Tacoma TRD Pro that would just knock your socks off. I agree. And I really, really hope that the new Tacoma isn't a... Here's what I found. Oh, stop it, Siri. I just hope that the new TRD Pro is like an actual awesome vehicle. And Toyota is very conservative, which we've seen over the years. Their prototypes are cool, but they're always conservative, it seems like, with the production models. Even the new Tundra, like for it to have marker lights, right? Like in the grill and in the back, because it's super wide and over the DOT standard. The only reason it's over the DOT standard is because of wider plastic fenders, like not the fenders themselves. The little plastic piece of the fender is a little bit wider and just a tiny bit wider of a track. That's it. I mean, the truck has good suspension. It's cool. You got the crawl control, multi-terrain select, all that stuff. But it's not like a Raptor competitor or a TRX. When people compare the TRD Pro to those, it kind of like, it doesn't frustrate me, but it's just like, they're not the same vehicle. It's more of a Tremor or a ZR2. Even the ZR2 is it's a little bit better than the TRD Pro. But it'd be cool for Tacoma, since it's a mid-sized truck and that's a super, super competitive market, if the TRD Pro is a bit more than just some suspension and some blackout badges and a cool color and some nice wheels and tires, right? I mean, we kind of saw that with this current generation Tacoma TRD Pro. Like, it has decent suspension with decent lift. It actually has TRD upper control arms, which is nice. So hopefully they kind of take that being cool and roll it into something even better with actual upper control arms from TRD. Pretty sure it's going to have the coil link suspension like the Tundra does in the rear. Maybe it'll have some trailing arms that are TRD too. Just make it really cool truck. Super excited for the new Tacoma. Hopefully we see that next year. I'm able to show it to you guys if Toyota does decide to come out with it next year. Toyota Jeff says, what do you think is the biggest competitor to the next gen 4Runner? This is going to sound stupid, but probably the 5th gen 4Runner. Because, I mean, if you think about it, the people that are buying the 4Runner for off-road, let's talk off-road purposes. For the people that are buying the 4Runner for off-road purposes, there's really no vehicle on the market that is exactly like the 4Runner. There's no vehicle that is exactly like the 4Runner, and it's just hard because the Jeep is its own thing. The Bronco is just like a Jeep. Any other of the other vehicles that Jeep has, or even Nissan, at least to my knowledge, and you guys can let me know in the comments right now, they're all crossovers. So I really think that the only thing that the 4Runner has to worry about is its own family, is whatever the new GX is that's coming out probably before the 4Runner, it seems like, per rumors. And if this Land Cruiser comes out too, and it's a smaller version, I think that those are really the only competition that the 4Runner truly has is within its own family. Roderick says, since I don't think I can afford to buy the pricey headlights or taillights, what LED bulbs would you recommend for turn signals and reverse light bulbs? I will get the Morimotos one day. I enjoyed Last Fit. I know I did a lot of videos in the past of a ton of different lights companies, but Last Fit and Oxbeam were probably like my two favorite good quality lights that I put in the vehicles. And definitely Last Fit probably the most because they actually have vehicle specific lights for headlights with like actual dust cap covers and all of that stuff. So if you're looking at affordable lights, I mean, you could probably get a new headlight set for like $100 and actual LED lights. I know they have packages and stuff on their sites too for certain vehicles. So I would go with Last Fit, man. You can't go wrong with them. And just good LED reverse lights. Honestly, any size bulb on Amazon that's, you know, $5-10 would be pretty decent reverse lights. If this is for a 4Runner though, the tail as turn mod, that by Diode Dynamics is pretty cool because you're able to turn your blinker into your brake light and it's super bright. And then you're able to have two lights as your reverse lights. Those were probably the best reverse lights I ever did on the 4Runner was the tail as turn mod. David said a follow-up had a 2021 4Runner, which definitely benefited from the pedal commander, lost it in a wreck. Ah, dang, dude. Have a new 2023 and the throttle response seems better. There you go. All right. So David, unfortunately, figured it out through science of a wrecked vehicle. But yeah, that especially if you had the pedal commander on one and don't need it on the other one, then most likely. Danny, what's up, dude? Need to go get the magazine still from Barnes & Noble. I need to go see if my place has it yet. Chris says, is it true that Lunar Rock is not coming back for the TRD Pro? Yes, that is very true. The 2023 Tundras, I assume, is what you're talking about because they had the Lunar Rock. 2023 Tundra colors are mag gray, ice cap, solar octane, and midnight black. Lunar Rock seems to be the rare color in that one, right? Because solar octane was supposed to be the exclusive color. Toyota does that 2 years in a row to get back on track with all their other vehicles. That and they just really didn't do that many 2022s. But yeah, Lunar Rock is gone, replaced by magnetic gray. Would be cool, DR says, to see some videos of different people's 4Runners and mods, like what they do, different sort of like your articles that you do for Trail 4Runner. Yeah, so Trail 4Runner every Friday. I post Feature Friday, which if you guys aren't new to the channel, you may remember that I did that a long time ago. Like when the channel was first starting out, I did Feature Friday posts where I had an email that you guys could send your rigs into, just details about it, like 5-10 photos. And I basically just went over a list of mods. So one thing that I really want to do in 2023 with some events and stuff that I go to would be more build walkarounds. I kind of got this opportunity a little bit this year, but it was always in a kind of chaotic setting. But hopefully I could get some better microphone equipment, which I have to because I lost my mic in Nashville, Tennessee during the Crown event. I still haven't found my mics. So hopefully I'll get some new mics. That way I can mic up a guest. And even if we're in a crowded area like Overland Expo or anything like that, I could actually ask them about their rigs, do a full rig walk around from suspension components, tires, everything. I feel like that would just be a little bit more professional than like a slideshow kind of a thing of just going over their parts and stuff. So I do have that idea of videos coming, but it would be more of a personal, like one-on-one kind of thing with the rigs. Very good idea. Roderick says, I have last fit headlights for the 4Runner. Great bulbs. Thank you for the suggestions. They are indeed for the 5th gen 4Runner. Yeah, those ones were great when I had them in mind before I put the Alpha X headlights in. They're super good. Last fit bulbs are very bright. Yep. So there we go. Throw in some last fit bulbs. I have a discount code in the description of pretty much all my videos for last fit too. Hunter says we need the new Land Cruiser to have the 1st gen 4Runner removable top. Yeah. So that video started to go viral on my YouTube talking about that, talking about the new Land Cruiser. And all the comments, I mean, there's almost like 800 comments, maybe even more by this time, but tons of comments just want it to be an old school vehicle and like removable top, make it a Bronco Jeep competitor. It's gonna be sick. I really hope so. And I hope it's just not a Prado or a GX that's rebadged as a Toyota. I really hope it's not. Justin with a question. We'll take a couple more questions, guys, and then I want to talk to you about 2023 and see what you guys want to see for the channel too. Justin says, do you think that Toyota will be pushing out any over-the-air updates for their interface? Just got a 2023 Tundra with a 14-inch screen, and it seems like they just made everything huge. For example, a home screen. I'm not sure because I know this truck is very integrated with the app. Personally, I don't have any issues with my screen. I actually really love it. And I have an Apple phone. And anytime I get into my vehicle, like CarPlay just loads up right away. And personally, I don't really use the actual Tundra interface. I don't use it at all. It's just straight up CarPlay. I have YouTube Music. I listen to podcasts, and I use Apple Maps and Google Maps for directions. I hardly ever use the actual interface of the Tundra. The only time I do is like going into settings and stuff. And the text is nice and big. I like it. I do wish though that you could kind of like shrink the screen down or have like some gesture like tap things to make it super easy to like things that are far away to actually tap, because it is a big screen and you have to like reach across the screen sometimes. Hopefully it does that. Brick Red from the FJ Cruiser would be a great new TRD Pro color. It would. I have a gut feeling, and it's almost that time again, right? We start talking about it March, April, about what the new TRD Pro color is going to be. I have a kind of gut feeling that it's going to be a blue. Hopefully it'll be a blue again, because we haven't had blue since 2019. There's been plenty of grays, greens-ish with Army Green. Lunar Rock is like a gray green. And Lime Rush, another green. And then a crazy orange, right? Crazy green, crazy orange, maybe a red or a yellow. We'll see. But I have a weird feeling it's going to be a blue. Or a tan. A tan would be cool. What do you think will be different for the Toyota Tundra in 2024? Probably nothing. Hopefully some material upgrades as the supply chain issue stuff kind of rectifies itself. So hopefully the 2024 Tundra will just be put together a little bit better. But I don't foresee it having any crazy changes. Maybe tow hooks. I don't know. Anthony says the only SUV that Nissan and Infiniti has is the GX80 and Armada. Yeah, that's really the only body on frame, and that's more of a Sequoia sized vehicle. Yep, that is true. So yeah, even them, they don't really have anything, because I know Nissan talked about bringing the Xterra back, but again, their concept I think was like a crossover again. Not sure. Sam says absolutely Land Cruiser as a rugged rig, priced affordably for the average guy and gal in at least one model. I agree, and maybe even two if they bring it back, kind of like the Bronco, and not to like taint it with like a Bronco Sport or a Land Cruiser Sport, but kind of be cool. But they have the RAV4 for that. But even if there was two kind of versions of it, like a old school rugged like 70 series version, and if they want to bring a Prado sized one here or whatever, then I guess. But I don't see the need for a Prado unless Toyota is just not bringing back the 4Runner at all, or not giving us a 6th gen. I don't know. Jeff said, I saw a FJ concept vehicle that Toyota showed off at one of their future vehicles. What are your thoughts on that? From what I remember, it was parked next to a futuristic Tacoma. Yeah, so what you're talking about is the whole EV Toyota Future. It was like the EV Cruiser, I think is what they called it. It was super cool. And that is hope, right, for the future of bringing some sort of Land Cruiser or crossover dedicated off-roader back. I think it'd be pretty cool. I liked the concept. It looked really good, especially the front end. DR says, what would the next gen 4Runner need to have for you to get one? Just, it needs to freaking come out. It needs to come out, and I'm going to get one 100%. I love the 4Runner. They can potentially mess it up to where I would kind of not want to rush and get it right away. But I have to get it, especially for the channel too, to show you guys exactly what it is, compare it. If I still have the 5th gen at that point, they just need to come out with it. Do you think the Lunar Rock color will move down to the platinum or up to the platinum? I don't know. Hopefully, isn't it on 1794? I can't remember if it's on 1794. I know that Army Green's on the 1794. But Lunar Rock is such a good color. I really like Lunar Rock. Hopefully, it will get on the platinum. It would look so good on the platinum with the dark chrome accents. And the blacked out badging and everything, the interior that's all black on the platinum looks super sick. And the Land Cruiser needs to have a tailgate. I agree with that. Man, could you imagine if it was just like a Jeep style, but it had like a tailgate and a removable top? Oh, freaking home run, dude. But I really hope they don't mess it up. Krowicki says, I'd love to see a Cypress green come to the Tundra, either as a regular color or a TRD Pro. Yeah, dark, like metallic green, Cypress green, or Imperial Jade mica, like a dark green like that would look super sick. Or Timberland mica was the GOAT color too. Yep, all those ones were super good. All right, so we'll talk about 2023 real quick. And I want you guys that are here right now, we got 50 people almost in here, which is freaking incredible on a Wednesday night. I want you guys in the comment section to tell me what you guys want to see on the channel for 2023. So I'll talk about some things that we are definitely going to do. We're gonna be going to a lot of events, and me and my wife are in the spot right now where we told each other 2023, like we've been not holding money, but like saving, and now 2023 is like spend mode to reinvest in a lot of stuff, whether it be real estate, my YouTube, whatever it is. It's like, hey, let's go for it. Hopefully 2023 is a prosperous year for a lot of people, but with that, with my YouTube, reinvesting into it, like really making it a business, is going to a lot of events, more auto shows, because when I went to SEMA was so sick. Crap ton of content, both on Instagram, not a lot of like long form videos for YouTube, but it was a lot of good shorts, and it was a ton of networking with a lot of companies for a lot of parts that are starting to come to the channel for future builds. So going to a lot of events is definitely one thing that I want to do. Few builds that may just be here for not a couple months, but like 6-ish months, like buying a vehicle with the intent to build it and show it to you guys, test it out, really see the potential of a vehicle for like certain builds, right? Like maybe like this next build that's coming, it's going to be a like daily driver overland build. So it'll be a full functional overland vehicle when you want it to be, but it will still be a very good daily driver to the extent of like the tires aren't overly huge. The wheels aren't excessive and crazy. The weight was kind of cautious with it, that it's not weighted down with a bunch of heavy stuff. So just tons of builds coming. Hopefully we're going to have Tundra, 4Runner, Sequoia, another vehicle on the channel all at the same time, hopefully, if it all pans out. Comparing vehicles too, if you guys want to see that, and then just really building stuff up. A lot of DIYs, like more than what we used to, and just really getting into it a lot. More shorts are going to be coming to the channel too. If you guys like shorts, let me know. If you don't like shorts, let me know. But a lot of that stuff will be coming to the channel just because it's a very simple and easy way to show you guys something real quick without having to sit down, edit a video for a while to get you guys the information quick. So shorts, and I wasn't about it on YouTube for a while just because the platform that they used for it, it wasn't the best, like how they got recommended. People weren't seeing them. People hated them. So I stopped it for a while. But now that shorts and reels have really infiltrated Instagram and YouTube, people, I have noticed, even myself, like I'm a bit more okay with it, and I find myself watching them more now that there's more creators that actually make good shorts instead of just dumb things that are just pulled from TikTok that they look like crap and it's just nonsense video. So more of that will be coming to the channel too. No Tundra Platinum won't be coming to the channel yet. I do plan after the Tundra TRD Pro, for however long I have it, to really have a Tundra Platinum 4-door, 6.5-foot bed hybrid. That will probably happen whenever the refresh on the 3rd gen is, like maybe 3-4 years into the truck's life cycle. Whenever they have the refresh, we'll probably get a Platinum for the channel. But what do you guys want to see? What else do you want to see? We're probably going to venture into showing not just Toyotas on the channel, maybe some Fords here and there, just to kind of see how the inside of it is, to really kind of bounce back and forth and just show you guys that stuff. So Fords, Chevys, GMCs, maybe some Dodges too, just seeing it as dealerships get more and more vehicles. If I could just go to the dealership, do walk-arounds, kind of like as a Toyota owner's view on it. And another thing too, if you guys want to let me know, is do you guys enjoy, I know everyone enjoys the news videos, like the Toyota news reviews, how-tos, all that stuff, but do you guys enjoy like vlog format? Because I think that some of these events that I go on to, instead of just having like a bunch of tiny little videos here and there, potentially vlogging the whole event. Or I'm about to get something, not really for the channel, but it got here like 6-7 months faster than I thought it was going to be. If you guys were here at the last live stream, it's a freaking boat. And maybe show boat stuff. I don't know. But that is something that's coming to the channel, actually getting it next Wednesday. So we'll have a towing video with the Tundra, go all the way down to Tampa, pick this boat up, come all the way back. It's not the heaviest of a boat, but it's just something for the channel too. And that kind of brings on the vlog aspect, right? Like if you guys are cool with non-Toyota stuff, like if you guys are actually interested in John, which is weird, but like, not that you're weird, but it's just you get invested in certain people's lives, which is kind of crazy. Like I follow a lot of people that just vlog their daily lives, or I'm not even into sailing. I do like boats and watercraft, but I'm not into sailing. I watch sailing vlogs all the time, camping vlogs and stuff. So if you guys are into vlogs, then let me know. But Matt says, yep, the Ford Ranger Raptor, even though I love Toyota. And that's the thing, right? Like I wouldn't just go, unless you guys want to see it, I wouldn't just go to a dealership and say, hey, you have a Ford F-150 XL work truck. Can I review that? No, I would do more of that stuff. The specialty trucks, the Ram TRXs, the Ford Raptors, the Chevy ZR2s, the AT4X GMCs, more of the specialty trucks that I would do for you guys on the channel. And even there was a time before I was getting the Sequoia and the TRD Pro Tundra was kind of, it's still kind of, we don't know exactly when I'm going to get it. It should be January, February. But I was talking with Mickey, Untamed Motors, about finding a Ford Raptor for me because I really wanted to have a Raptor on the channel, even though it may not have done good. I know that it was still, if I was to put anything on the channel, it would be one of those specialty vehicles because I know people want to see those specialty vehicles and it's not just like another Ford, right? Like when I get the TRD Pro Tundra, people are going to want to watch those videos for some reason just because it's a TRD Pro. I don't know why. Even I click on those videos more than just like a normal SR5 Tundra. So that would be something that would come to the channel hopefully eventually. But let me know what you guys think. So Jeff answering a question saying that he loves short videos, even though you need to do more, Jeff. Loves short videos. Would like to see you walk around fan vehicles and builds at events and shows. Love your vlog format because it's different from other creators. So yeah, I mean, Jeff knows the way that I record videos at these events and stuff. It's already kind of vlog format reviews, but it's not like vlogging my not daily life, because that's kind of a lot. But like if I go and do something on the truck and you guys want to just go along in the ride with me, like through the camera, that type of vlogging. So I already do vlog style reviews, like real quick. Hey guys, how's it going? Here's the truck behind me. Let's go take a look and just walk you guys kind of through the truck or car, Toyota, whatever, in a first person kind of fashion versus, you know, me showcasing the vehicle. You guys click on a vehicle, at least I do, click on the vehicle review because I want to see it, you know. So I appreciate the input, Jeff. And then David also says short videos / accessories, 10 to 15 minutes, really. Interior mods, exterior mods, how-tos, audio upgrades, all that stuff are all interesting to watch and learn from. And basically all the vehicles, Tacomas, Tundras, and 4Runners. That's one thing too that I may work on. And again, not because it's all about the money, but there's a big pay difference on YouTube the moment you go over 8 minutes in a video. So if you guys look at a lot of my videos, I'm under 8 minutes because
I didn't get that.
No, you don't get anything, Siri. I'm under 8 minutes because I just, hey, here it is. Here's the point. This is how you install it. Cool. We're bye. See you later. Like the video if it helped you out, you know? But there's a huge pay difference the moment you go over 8 minutes because you're allowed to run an ad in the middle of the video. So maybe we'll save certain videos to go over 10 to 15 minutes. I do have plenty that are over 8 minutes. It's just because it's very informative and there's a lot of crap going on. But I try to stay shorter. But that's awesome to hear, David, that you like 10 to 15 minute videos for sure. And even if I do that, I'm not going to try to have too much filler content unless it is like a vlog style, right? Sam also letting me know. And guys, if you're just joining in, I'm asking everyone what you want to see for the channel come 2023, whether it be vlog style videos, shorts, more vehicles on the channel, whatever. Sam says, I like plenty of mod videos, off-roading, driving, working, the articulation, getting down and dirty. Always interested in seeing the latest and greatest offerings, vehicles, and modifications. Yeah, 100%. And that is one of the bigger things too, is the latest and greatest, right? And excuse me, I get very attached to vehicles like the 4Runner. I'm very, 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 very attached to that vehicle, but I should just sell it. I should just sell the 4Runner and get a 2023 and show you guys what's new with the 2023s, right? And if 4Runner 5th gen lasts into 2024, show you guys if there's any changes with the 2024, how it drives, how it feels compared to a good 2018 solid 4Runner, put new mods on it, keep it always fresh. Because I mean, we've had the 4Runner for 5 years now, and I freaking love the thing. It's paid off. It's great, but keeping it fresh and exciting is really the way that a lot of YouTube creators have to do things. I mean, you look at a lot of the big creators, it sucks because you do get like attached to a vehicle, because I watch a lot of car vlog creators. You do get really attached to the vehicles, and then they just sell them. You're like, what the heck? Why'd you sell it? I love that vehicle. How could you sell it? It's a badass vehicle. But then they get something new and you're like, oh, okay, this is new. And then like it keeps you going, a revolving door. I appreciate that input, Sam. Crisis, which 4Runner trim would you recommend if you don't care about resale? Well, not, I shouldn't say resale value, but TRD Pro Color, TRD Off-Road Premium. Save yourself 10 grand potentially. If you could get a good deal, get a TRD Off-Road Premium. Does it still take 6 months to get a Toyota Tundra? Depends on what you want. Like if you're super specific like I am for certain things, it could take over 6 months. It could take 3 months if you really want to research, call 100 dealerships and find the right one. There's some people that they know exactly what they want. They call hundreds of dealerships and they find one within a day or two. But there's starting to be a lot of vehicles on the lots now. Not a lot as what it was before the pandemic, but definitely getting a lot. So I'm going to go through these real quick, guys, because I did ask you some questions just to see. Yeah, tell Siri to pipe down. Jesus, man. This watch, I don't know if it's a new update, but it's like always listening. It's kind of ridiculous. Jim says, more towing videos. God, dude, I need to do, I don't have anything to tow with, but I would like to. And reviews would be great, especially across the different trucks you'll have coming soon. and comparing how they handle against each other. That is very true. So a long-term goal on this channel and just in life is to have like a not a fifth wheel camper, but a toy hauler to go out to the desert in the West Coast with. That will be about 10,000 pounds when it's fully loaded. Towing with that, the new boat that I'm getting, certain things for work and real estate stuff, like with the truck, like remodels and stuff, just throwing a crap ton of weight into the bed of these trucks. So definitely agree with you on that. And I should just rent a camper and just camp one weekend and just show how the Tundra towed. Krowicki says that it'd be cool if you do some longer videos instead of under 5 minutes. I know, man. I just, for some reason, like I record 9 minutes worth of content sometimes, even 10, 12 minutes. And I'm just like, this isn't important, or this sounds boring, or I'm just rambling on. And then by the time I'm done editing, it's like 4 or 5 minutes. I don't even know why. And then more shorts for the shorter videos. Gotcha. Also some non-truck platform videos like the new Camry. Yeah, that would be sweet. I don't like the current dealer in my local area. I just not bad blood, but just certain things about them. And they're super close. The only other dealer close to me in this area, unfortunately, is like an hour away. And that's the dealership that I go to now for service and everything. So maybe when I go for just service, I can say, hey, what vehicles do you have on your lot? Can you let me go wild and do more stuff like that? Because the Crown videos did pretty well on the channel. I did a Camry video earlier in the year. The Lexus IS 350 video that I did, awesome. So there, if you're a Toyota lover, you do love the cars too, or maybe you're a dad looking for a Corolla for your daughter or your son's first car or whatever it may be, videos like that would be super important too. I've done Camry videos in the past, Highlander, RAV4 videos, but definitely doing more would be awesome. And then travel vlogs too for the events. Sneak peek photos. If you're a member of the channel, shameless plug, if you're a member of the channel, it only costs $1 a month to become a member of this channel, or also on my Instagram. I share sneak peek photos there all the time. People that are members, they already know the next vehicle that is coming within the next couple of weeks. So they already know the vehicle, the color, everything. They know everything about it. They even know all the parts that I have for it too. So yeah, $1 a month. New Tacoma 4Runner Prado videos, 100%. When those comes out, I'm gonna be like flies on dog shit for that stuff. There's gonna be so much Tacoma content. Like if the new Tundra events that I went to and just a little bit of Sequoia stuff that I was able to go to, they like Toyota didn't think that the Sequoia was going to be as popular as it is. They've told me that plenty of times. Like it really took them by surprise how successful the videos and everything of all the creators were for it, all the hype, all the pre-orders, all the newsletters for the new Sequoia. So basically like this last year and half of the year prior, I was kind of new to these Toyota events. Like I really haven't been to a lot of them still. It's really only been maybe 8 to 10 to 12, something like that in total. But like actual drive events, I want to say it's still under 10 events. So like I'm still trying to figure out once I get there, like what exactly people want to see, how to properly set my cameras up. I only have this amount of time with the car. Like what do I need to get? So if the Tacoma comes out this year and we're able to do the drive events and everything, there's going to be tons and tons of content. I have 2 cameras for that. Well, I record with my phone, but I have 2 phones to get multiple angles, multiple content. If one overheats, I can use the other one right away. So tons of content coming for Tacoma, 100% if it comes out this year. Any 4Runner news or rumors that we hear, I'll do those videos too. You guys don't have to worry about that at all. And then DR says content like your 4Runner Essentials was really useful. The canvas backliner, screen protector, all that stuff. Gotcha. Need to do more basic videos then. Okay. Would you consider a GR86 to the mix doing performance mods? Either that or a Lexus. There you go. I like this one. I really have a soft spot for, and I don't know why, the RCF, the V8 Lexus. I love that car. I absolutely love that car. I would love to have that car, or the IS 500. So the super sick, the GR86 is a great driving car, one of Toyota's best current cars that they have. The GR Corolla, that is a very, very cool car too. But I think I just really love that 5.0 liter V8 in the Lexus, man. It is such a good one. And then last question or statement from Crowicki. Same thing here. My videos are always, yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. You record so much and then you edit and it's like done. So maybe I need to record 15 minutes worth of content to get somewhat close to 8 minutes, 10 minutes. But I know if I do, like there's been videos that were at 7 minutes, 29 seconds or something like that. And I'm not just going to, I don't know, I'm not just going to throw in 30 seconds just to make it over 8 minutes just to get more money. I don't know. I just said what I had to say and that's it. So to recap for the new people that came in, we're probably going to do more vlogs, more short form content too, more basic videos, and probably stretch a little bit from Toyotas for more popular truck options too, or SUV options, Jeep, Bronco, something like that, just as reviews on the channel. And throw in some vlog stuff, like I said, and try to get content a little bit longer, it seems like. Granted, you know, that's only 5 people that mentioned that because there are some flies on the wall on the live stream, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see longer videos, I will try my hardest to do longer videos. More events we're going to go to this year. Already going to go to the Chicago Auto Show. Still need to book my ticket for that. And hotel room and all that stuff, but we're most likely going to see the Grand Highlander there. Tons of walk around stuff for you guys for that. I can see the new Prius and show you guys that too. When I saw the Prius for the first time, I couldn't show it to you guys, but it would be cool to just do a walk around video of that and any other cool things Toyota has to offer too. And then maybe step away from them if I'm there for a couple days or however long the auto show is. I don't even know how long the auto show is. And just record some more stuff, walk around videos for you guys too, and just more events and walk around videos when I actually go to people's events of their rigs too, to ask them, hey, tell me about this rig. Everyone wants to see it. Gonna put it on YouTube and whatnot. So be pretty cool. Jeff, I'm glad that you were actually able to come tonight instead of watching it later. I appreciate you. And David as well. Thanks for the great videos and content. Keep it up. No, I appreciate you guys so freaking much for watching, man. Excuse me. All right. So do you guys have any other questions before we wrap up? We'll try to, oh, and live streams. Didn't even talk about that. So I really want to turn my office that I have just into something else. Move into a back room of our house and really have a dedicated studio space for doing cool live streams with more, not graphics and making them all like fancy, but better lighting, better backgrounds. I mean, this is such a great background with the Tundra behind me, right? But if you guys like garage setting, then let me know. Like, I'll just stay in the garage. We'll get some better lights in the garage, a better camera, and then we'll just freaking stay in the garage. But this garage is about to get full as crap. I mean, there's about to be so much crap in this garage that I would just get frustrated to really record in here, like to sit down and do a live stream, just because there's going to be so much stuff in here. So I'm really trying to get a dedicated space, because with the shorts videos, it's not just going to be B-roll and some music. I'm actually going to have some voiceover stuff. Like if I kind of like Chloe, like I don't know if you guys watch Chloe's videos. She has a Tacoma and stuff, but her shorts are really good. And her Instagram reels and stuff. I actually don't know if she puts them over on Instagram, but Chloe's videos that she puts out for reels, for shorts on YouTube, there's so many different names. She does a bunch of voiceover and stuff. She gets a bunch of footage, which is awesome. And her voiceovers are great. And it like really keeps you engaged. So those are kind of how I want to do my shorts, instead of just like, there will be some simple stuff here and there. Like, hey, there's the exhaust. That's how it sounds. That's it. That's the video, right? But if it's like a full 30-second short or something like that, talking about a quick install or how a product is, I really want to have like a good recording area that's nice and quiet to where it sounds good for like voiceover content. So thinking about changing our back room really into my office to just stay away from the main area of our house, which can get loud with the dogs and all that stuff, to really give you guys the best content as possible. They said that the 4Runner would be with the iForce Max only. So hopefully hybrid max. Well, hopefully iForce Max. That'd be a freaking rocket if that was the case. But most likely that new hybrid max system. But I mean, still, it moved that crown, which weighed, if Jeff is still in here, he could tell you. I think the crown weighs 4,300 pounds or 4,400 pounds, something like that. And the 4Runner is around the same weight. And the next generation 4Runner will probably be lighter with some aluminum. It moved that vehicle. Sam then says, auto shows giving subscribers a bird's eye view of new models are great. Gives us the opportunity to compare models between manufacturers. Yeah, I agree with that, because I get comments all the time that say, John, how's the Tundra compared to the Ford? Hey, would you buy that over the Chevy? I'm looking at a Chevy. And it sucks because I can't answer those questions. So I tell them straight up. I just say, hey, I don't know. I haven't been in a current Chevy. I haven't been in a current Ford. I haven't driven it, but there's some great channels out there that give you that information. These are the ones I suggest. Go over to their channel. So it would be pretty cool to do that and see other manufacturers' vehicles. If I get to drive them, that would be even better, just to really see how they drive compared to the Tundra. Because I could tell you all day that the Tundra drives great and it's a great truck and you should buy one. But if there's other options out there that would be better for you, then I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. So, but yeah, so that's it, guys. So to recap, 2023 is going to be freaking awesome. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Going to be investing a lot back into the channel for multiple vehicles for the channel. We may sell some that have been on the channel for a long time, like the 4Runner may be on the chopping block if an opportunity for another 4Runner comes up, or if you guys want to see something else. This Tundra most likely gone whenever the Pro comes in. Sequoia, boat stuff if you guys want to see boat stuff. The next project that the members of the channel, it's only 99 cents to be a member. The next vehicle that's coming that members have already seen too, parts all for that. It's going to be a daily drivable overland build. I'm super excited about it. And just maybe more vlogs and shorts and everything too. So guys, I really appreciate you coming out for this live stream. Should be here next week. I won't be here next week, Wednesday, because I'll be driving back from Tampa. We'll do live streams right now until we really get on something every other week. So every other Wednesday, I will plan to do a live stream with you guys about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how many of you all come in with how many questions you guys have. We'll aim for every other Wednesday as of now until I set up a cool area, dedicated time to do these every single week. So that's about it. If you guys are still in here, I'm about to make a video go live of something that really freaking frustrates me about this Tundra here. So that video will go live in about 10 minutes. And you guys can watch that if you want. Let me know if you agree with me on my complaints with this truck. It's just something that's really frustrating. And the whole truck is great, but it's just this thing just is getting worse and worse and worse. It just makes me want to sell it and just get rid of it. But I want to get it fixed. I want to get it fixed before I sell it because I don't want the next owner to have this problem. So that video will be live in about 10 minutes, guys. Thank you so freaking much for hanging out on a Wednesday night. And I will catch you guys next Wednesday in a couple of weeks. All right, guys. See you later.